Madden NFL 23. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints on Sunday night.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
We'll talk about Patrick Mahomes. What's a normal season for him is probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a 4th straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
Now Mahomes, and that one going to come up short, low throw.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Winston now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Jameis to throw it. Touchdown, Saints!
Chris Olave on the touchdown toss for Jameis Winston. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
After almost signing with Kansas City last offseason, Juju Smith-Schuster actually left Pittsburgh for KC this year as a free agent. He'll be one of the top targets for KC's offense this year as he chases his second career 1,000-yard season. Always reliable, operating out of the slot. Look for him to catch plenty of balls, as we just saw there.
Now a Louisiana native is started nearby LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now it's Mahomes again. And his pass incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Mahomes.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's good for 28 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Coming left is Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that flex 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege, I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now a sweep.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Lots of look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 31, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes to the right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with our avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
He's got room at the 30, still on his feet.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
56 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.